Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast. For today's guest, we have FreshandFit, otherwise known as Myron in Coconuts. For today's co-host, please welcome in my manager, Flooring. You guys can all come in now.
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming in.
What's up? How you doing, bro?
Thanks for coming.
Oh my god.
Please welcome in my manager, Flooring, to come in now.
The sunflower seeds, I like it.
You feeling in nice here?
Yeah, it's kind of cramped. What's up with this nigga, bro?
Alright, let me see here.
What the fuck?
Squeeze in. Can I get some sunflower seeds? You share? Come on, man.
What does he talk?
Who?
You got some of that, bro.
The guy in the red, my manager,
Flooring.
Flooring.
Share, bro. Be a good host, man.
Flooring?
Yeah.
He's my manager. I can't talk on his behalf. Okay, let's start. Just in case anybody doesn't know you guys, please introduce yourselves. Tell them a little bit about and all that one.
You go ahead, Fresh.
But he has a mic, so you go.
I forgot to bring him a mic.
You go ahead.
Okay. Myron Gaines, one half of the FreshandFit podcast. Happy to be here. Thanks for having us, Matan.
What about you? You could just talk. The mic will pick up on it.
Yeah, I'm Fresh, other half of FreshandFit, and this is kind of weird, but not lie. Is that straw in his fucking nasal path? Is that a straw?
No, it's a breathing mechanism.
What the fuck? Okay.
Do you guys call yourselves red pillars because you tried eating a red pill a homeless guy gave you that had a virus in it?
No. That's not what we call ourselves, red pill.
What? Let's hear it from him. Can you stop eating the seeds? Because you're the only one here with a mic besides me.
Well, because he gave me some.
Just give it back to him.
Or it's kind of spent, though.
No, the other one's in your hand. Just put it back
these
in
two?
his bag, yeah.
That'd be kind of unsanitary, though, right?
No, because you didn't put them in your mouth yet.
All right.
The one in your mouth, just leave it down, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, bro. He wants the seeds back in there. They're gonna get infected. I'm just kidding. So what was the question? Something about red pill?
We'll move on. Well, this one's for you, Coconut. Who is more famous, Donald Trump or Chicken McNugget?
Oh, by far. Chicken McNugget, bro. Come on.
Why is that?
Because without the McNugget, you won't have Trump.
Why is that?
What came first?
Probably,
The McNugget.
possibly, I'm not sure. It's
So,
probably
by
pretty
definition,
close.
Chicken and the egg. Nugget first, then the egg, which is Trump. I got you.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's a
doesn't have
human.
It doesn't have to.
So what's the logic behind that?
There's none.
No logic?
Just common sense.
Just common sense. Okay. If given the option, should somebody save your lives or a big bag of rocks and shit?
This one's for me.
Yeah.
The rocks and shit, of course.
Why is that?
Probably more nice,
Nice?
more polite than we are.
You guys aren't polite?
Offensive, less offensive.
Less offensive?
Yes.
And why are you guys, what does that mean?
Well, people get mad at us for some of our political takes or some things that we say about certain things.
Now, I'm not super familiar, so when I say this, I'm not quoting something specific, but are you guys saying what you believe in or saying what makes you money?
What we believe in, which loses us money,
It loses you money?
for sure.
How does that make any sense?
Well, the truth nowadays is something that gets censored quite a bit, and it's very difficult to tell the truth without, dealing with some financial consequences to a degree.
Yeah, but if you guys weren't saying what you thought is the truth, which is what your audience believes in, then you wouldn't have an audience and you would lose more money.
You can make that argument, but the reality is you make more by lying and appealing to the mainstream audience than telling the truth. And
Yeah, there's probably a higher ceiling, but I mean, I feel it's much harder to get there most likely. Like, I mean, what are you guys gonna do? Put you guys in a comedy movie?
Well, that's one path, yeah.
You see, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be a disaster, which is why this seems like the safer route.
It depends, but the point is that being more mainstream and more neutral is obviously better for mainstream appeal, which can obviously lead to a higher ceiling for making money. But for us, we'd rather just keep it real. If we lose money, it is what it is.
Keep it real, and I mean, I could see some logic behind that. I mean, you could, if you guys didn't want to do content, you could probably run experiments and see what's going on with his brain.
Yeah, is he okay?
Who?
This nigga right here, bro.
My manager, Flooring?
This nigga right here.
Your friend?
This thing is like vibrating.
Now, between you two, if only one of you could be successful, who would it be?
I'd say Fresh, man.
You?
Yeah.
Do you agree with him or no?
I mean, in different ways, yeah.
No, only one has to be successful. The other will become a bum.
I'm not about to be broke, so.
Fresh, yeah.
Oh, so him. He'll be the loser?
No, not loser, just.
No. Well, I said bum. I mean, loser's less harsh, actually, I would say.
I like making money, bro, so. Calling me?
I'd be the bum.
You would be the bum?
Yeah, I don't believe in luxury items anyway.
I don't mean necessarily luxury. I mean just one of you is a homeless bum and the other one is takes over the podcast, I guess.
I'd be fine with it.
You would let him be successful?
Yeah.
And why is that? Why are you so selfless?
I think I think a lot of material things are scams.
No, but it doesn't have to be material. I mean, you don't want to live in a box, right?
Well, that's a part of being material to a degree.
Sure, but
I think
again,
I
you
think
don't
I'd
wanna
do
live in
better
a
with
box.
it. Is what I'd say. Like it would suck. It'd be uncomfortable.
He doesn't have the emotional capacity for that. You're saying
No, not at all.
he doesn't.
No. I'm not.
He's not
I'm
at
not-
all. He doesn't
no,
have it at
no,
all.
I'm not saying that.
He
I'm
said
saying
you don't have it at all. You're
I'm more
not emotionally.
I'm more comfortable with less.
He's giving you a
material.
dirty look because he knows you're insulting him. Why are you insulting him?
I couldn't figure out, like,
Don't put it now that you're looking at this guy. You're insulting. He's insulting you. I don't think that's cool. You guys are a partnership here. I said he doesn't have the emotional capacity for that. He goes, not at all.
No, I've said as in not at all, as in like you're not correct about that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You said
That's fine if you interpret it that way.
Don't try to act like that's not what you said a moment ago.
I think you're interpreting it incorrectly.
I'm not interpreting it incorrect. Okay, reformat your sentence then. We'll try again.
what the fuck is going on right now, bro?
Well, ask the question again, and we can go through it again.
If he has emotional capacity to be a bum, like you are claiming that you would have, you said you would handle it better, implying that you have a better emotional strength than him.
No, for me, I'm already, I'm
I
already kind of like a minimalist, so for me it wouldn't matter as much.
So where do you live?
I have an apartment. Or
Apartment.
A condo.
But you would rather live there than a box, yeah?
Well, I mean, in this situation where you're saying one of us be poor and one of us not, I'll let him be the rich one and the successful one.
Why do you choose that though?
Because like I said before, like for me, I'm cool with less material things.
Okay, fine. I think that's the best answer I'm gonna get. Who would win in a fight between your mother and your father?
What the fuck?
Fresh, I think, would have a better answer for this one.
My mom, because my dad is dead.
Sorry about that. So now we have to go over to you because that was a sad answer.
My dad would definitely win.
Why is that?
Because he's the man. And women are inferior.
What type of shot? How could he take that? I mean, I agree. He probably would win.
Yeah.
But what's he gonna do? What's his best move?
Probably the Arab slap. You know what I mean?
But that's not gonna be a knockout. It might be a knockdown.
Yeah. I think she'd stay down.
Stay down. Why is that?
Because, she wouldn't want to get slapped again.
Yeah, but this is a brawl. This is, they're
She would give
fighting
up.
to kill each other.
She would give up.
Well, she wouldn't, because it's either she dies or he dies.
She'd give up.
Then he's gonna go and beat her down. So she has to get up.
He'd probably slap her again.
Are you guys the same type of black?
What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yo,
Ho, 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 ho.
bro, you're funny, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm black. He's like sand black.
What does that mean? You're Arabic? Is he what he's saying?
Yeah.
One was born in the sand. One was born
Where is his parents born?
in Sudan.
Yeah.
Sudan?
Yeah.
Is that in Africa or? That's not a joke. I'm trying to map out where that is.
Yeah, it's directly under Egypt. Yeah.
Do you even talk?
He's the manager, bro. Well, he eats the sunflower seeds, which actually is a very Arab thing.
Well, he's he's from there. I don't know which one, but yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's Arab.
I've asked him, but he didn't give me an answer.
Yeah, we call it tisali in Arabic.
And then where are you from? What your parents?
Barbados.
Barbados.
Coconuts.
Oh, coconuts. So how did that story happen? Because I saw a clip of that, which is why I'm referring to you as coconut.
Well, some haters thought it was funny because I'm from the islands. I love coconuts.
No, I don't know. I know that somebody made fun of you for it, but when I only saw the original clip from your show, and I don't remember the exact context, but he was talking about something, and then you just mentioned that you liked picking coconuts.
Yeah. My hobby back home was to pick coconuts.
Yeah, but why did you mention that? That would be like in the middle of me talking right now.
It's totally random. I know.
Yeah, but you weren't joking. I mean, you were looking for a response to when you asked that.
Really?
That's what it seemed like. I mean, I guess I'm not. I'm speaking on your behalf, but
I was trolling.
you were trolling.
Yeah.
No, you weren't. Let's move on. Do you think the cure to depression is to eat a small ball of rotting meat?
Yo, dude, what the fuck is this, man?
Albert Einstein said that.
The one that died?
Yeah, he's been dead. Yeah.
I don't know, man. But probably.
I would say the cure to depression is not being a pussy.
Yeah, but I saw one clip. I think it was from Albert Stein. He said that if you eat a small ball of rotting meat with viruses in it, it will go into your stomach and create acid and stuff. And then,
Cure depression?
I don't know the logic. Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know his logic behind it, but that's what he claimed.
I've never heard of it.
Do you think he's right or wrong?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Someone's got to like try it.
You do it.
Varfloring?
Yeah, you eat it, bro.
Yeah,
But he's not depressed. I mean, look at him. He's smiling. He's happy.
he does seem pretty happy.
Yeah, that's the happiest guy I know.
How old are you? I never mind. Yo, is he good, bro?
My manager, Varfloring?
No, I feel weird being next to this guy, bro. He's moving too. What the fuck?
Or have either of you guys ever been depressed?
I think everyone's experienced sadness, but
Oh,
know,
so you I don't believe it exists either, if that's what you're trying to say.
depression, yeah, it's not real.
It's not real. I think it's a trick in the mind from Satan.
Shaitan. Yes.
Is that the African way of saying it?
I think the African way of saying it is booga booga.
It's my brother.
Yeah.
What is your father's name? Something like that?
He's actually from Barbados, but his name was Norman.
Norman?
Yeah, that was his real name.
That's an exceptionally white name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his name is Walter.
Yeah, I'm actually white inside.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
He's
is,
named
bro.
after, I forget the name of that fruit that falls from the trees.
Watermelon?
No, coconuts.
Okay.
Is your content inspired by Uncle Ruckus? I guess that's more so for you.
For me,
Yeah.
I was the original Uncle Ruckus.
No, you weren't, but you seem inspired by him from that TV show.
I was a racist before him.
You were racist before him?
Yes. I've never even watched the Boondocks, honestly. Never watched it
Well,
growing up.
you're at least familiar with it if you're naming the show he was off.
Because people send me clips of it all the time saying I'm Uncle Ruckus. And then I was like, I didn't even know about the show when I was growing up.
So it's not inspired by him.
No.
Do you when people say that, do you take it as a compliment or as an insult, or how do you view it?
I don't take offense to it.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Why do bugs and small animals keep coming out of my toilet when I'm using the bathroom?
Because you stink, nigga.
Well, it's happening to everybody in my house.
It's because it's your bathroom.
Not like my specific bathroom next to my bedroom, just all of the bathrooms in my house. Small bugs and roaches.
Oh, it's his fault.
Might want to get a plumber.
Yeah, I
Or
tried
this
that
guy
already.
spits the seeds everywhere.
Yeah, I don't live with
That
him
could be
though.
problematic too.
You watch One Piece, bro? Yo, what the fuck?
He's probably a DBZ fan. He didn't sound too happy when you said One Piece.
Why is he shaking?
Because he doesn't like One Piece, bro. DBZ is superior.
There's a straw by his nose.
That's a breathing device. He has
Made
a-
by who?
I guess the guy who designed it, I don't know, probably some sort of doctor.
Why is he taking a bang?
We could do. This brings me back to like high school. Well, this is way before your guys' time, but we used to play the clips.
Well, he's 40 years old.
No, he's not 40 years old.
That guy is 40.
He's not
I'm
40.
17.
Well, yeah, but he's not 40.
He's 40 years old. He's a manager. He owns a company in Los Angeles, management company.
Really?
Yeah, talent acquisition.
Yeah, we used to do that in high school. I remember. We would play the clips, grinding.
Grinding?
Yeah,
Like
they used to beatbox that.
You used to beat on that one
We
app
used to be
for
in the- we
males
used to
to
be-
find each other?
No, we used to be in class, like hitting on a desk.
Wait.
like that, pretty much.
Yeah, but now he just made
But
it
with a bit more, like you got more rhythm though, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, you need more rhythm.
That grinder thing you just mentioned made me ask another question. What's the ratio?
Grinding.
Grinder. You were on Grinder?
No, grind in.
You're on Grinder?
No, grind in.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Sheath. Sheath is an underwear company that I've worked with in the past. If you're wondering if I'm looking at the script on my phone, I'm not. I'm actually going to show you a picture I was able to sneak of the owner. He's the devil. The real devil from hell. Sheath underwear also includes a dual pouch which helps keep everything separate and comfortable. The owner of Sheath is the devil and he'll try to steal your soul. Sheath is recommended by urologists. However, I don't know if they're under mind control from the owner, who is the devil Satan. I will tell you that they send me some of the underwear, and firsthand as somebody not under mind control, I can tell you that I think it's comfortable, and I will be giving it all in a box to my buddy Mike. Thanks to Sheath for sponsoring today's episode, and if you want to get some for yourself, go to sheath.com, sheath.com, and use code Matan, Matan, to get 20% off your order. That's sheath.com, sheath.com, and use code Matan, Matan, to get 20% off your order. Thanks to Sheath for sponsoring today's episode. What's the ratio of men to women that you sleep with?
That's a trick question. I like that one.
It's not a trick question. I guess you can answer that after him, however you want to do it. It seems like he talks more than you.
It seems that way.
It is that way, yes.
The ratio is 535 women, 0 men.
What did you say? That was really quick.
Roughly 535 women, 0 men.
Why roughly 500? I mean, maybe if you said roughly 500, I would think you're lying, but I'd be like, there's a small chance that's believable. But
Okay, well maybe I'm lying. Who knows?
well, I mean, it's possible, but why do you get to roughly 535?
Because I don't know.
That
the
doesn't
exact.
seem like a rough
I know
number.
it's like 5 something. I think it's 535.
Okay, so it's just you think it's between like it could be 550 or 540.
Somewhere in that range.
Oh, and why don't you want to get married or nothing like that?
Not just waiting, like, you know.
And so you don't sleep with men? You leave that to him?
That's what he does. Yeah.
That's what you do. You sleep with men? He didn't find that funny. See, he's being you keep insulting your best friend here. He
No,
doesn't.
I'm looking at your dude like, what the fuck?
No, you're looking at him. He's insulting
He
you.
has a hair under his chin, like just only there.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Bro, he's right here next to me.
Your friend Myron?
Bro. All right, listen, bro. In my country, you sleep with a guy, you're expelled. Banabati boy. I don't do that.
Oh
Only
yeah.
girls.
The
No, no,
Caribbean,
you're
they're
not-
too nice about that.
Only girls.
Were you born there?
Yeah, born there.
Yeah, but when did you move here?
At 21.
Oh, 21. Oh, no.
What the fuck?
When would be an appropriate time to stop and frisk somebody for no reason?
If they're black.
If they're black?
Yes.
At the airport.
At the airport? That was a better answer than you. Maybe he's sneaking some of your intelligence away.
Maybe.
Would it be immoral to catch predators online attempting to meet up with minors and then letting them go for a clean 500?
What the fuck?
Nah. You gotta capture them and not take any money.
Who benefits?
Society.
The kids.
But where are you gonna capture them to?
Put them in jail.
Put him in jail.
Yeah, but then you have to do the whole process of the legal fees. I'd rather just get paid.
That's scummy, bro.
Very much.
That's scummy, bro.
You wouldn't do something like that?
Of course not.
Of course.
Not.
There was a delay there. Was that a Freudian slip right there?
It was on purpose.
No, it wasn't. It was on purpose, but on accident.
At the same time.
Yeah, but that's not how that works. Let's move on.
Coconut small, very slow.
They're like hitting your head. I think you're just seeing stuff, but sure. Did it drop? The one dropped on your head?
Apparently.
I'm asking you. That's not what you said in that clip. This is
The clip they referenced it. I can't remember what happened there.
You said you were picking coconuts in Barbados.
Yeah, I was trolling.
You were not trolling. I was about to say that. I thought I could get to saying you weren't trolling before you could say you were not. But it's okay. Are you guys secretly in love with each other?
Only on Wednesdays.
Only on Wednesday. So what about you? What do you think about what he just said? He doesn't like your answers today. He's fucking pissed off.
Probably a combination of that and then him who was freaking him out. But I think it's funny. I'm a fan of the Breaking Bad, so I could see the reference here.
Yes.
I like The Office,
Office?
but this is awkward.
Huh?
No, the show The Office I like, but this is just awkward.
Who?
This nigga right here.
Okay. What about you? He said you guys make love to each other on Wednesdays.
Whoa.
That's what he said.
No, you said we're in love.
Yeah, well,
It's not the same as you try to switch it.
I mean, that's really the hard implication there. I mean, if you're in love with somebody and you're seeing them every week.
Let's add in the love of making money. How about that?
So both. You guys love making money and love sleeping together?
No.
How do you get to that conclusion?
He said let's add that. He didn't say let's remove that and add it. He just said let's add it.
And when you put in context, we love helping men become better and making money.
By the way, he doesn't have a mic, so in case you didn't hear him, he said he loves making money with Myron and then sleeping with him on Wednesday night.
I'll say that.
The mic can't pick up on you because you're, I don't know, I for whatever reason. This one is for you. Why did you get fired from the federal government?
Didn't get fired. I resigned.
Why did you resign?
They basically told me pick one: social media or in your podcast or the job.
Why would they say that?
They wouldn't let me have both. When you have a government clearance, they don't like you being on the internet.
Do you besides your podcast, do you make like a lot of money from your podcast?
We do okay.
Are you guys get most of that from YouTube?
No, actually, we focus more on Rumble.
You're demonetized?
Yeah, we focus more on Rumble and locals.
I don't know what locals is, but I'm familiar with Rumble. I mean, how is that? Do they have any advertisers? I mean, I know they have those guys who are like selling fake soap that they say is gonna cure you.
Yeah, they have advertisers. They do. Yeah.
They have a lot.
What's the CPM there?
Shit, I don't even know.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
How if you get 1,000 views, how much would they pay you on average?
You got a deal or not? It depends on your deal.
Yeah.
Oh, so they have to be paying you like how Kick does with the streamers?
No, they don't have to. Just pay off ads.
But they're paying you guys. You have a deal? Or you guys are just posting there?
Possibly.
Why are you looking at him for an answer?
He's ringing a bell, bro.
Oh, no. You guys have a deal?
Something like that, you could say.
What do you mean something like that?
Something
yes
like that.
or no? You want both benefits. You want to say you have a deal because it looks good, but you want to say you don't have a deal because you don't have a deal.
You can interpret it however you want.
Well, I'm asking you. I'm not claiming it's either of those. I'm asking which of those it's between.
How do you make your money?
I am making him money, but just from YouTube ad revenue. I mean, it's not a lot or anything, but it's not horrible. But you guys, I mean, is it a lot of money or no?
We do all right.
Pays the bills. And I can buy coconuts.
Coconut, yes. I didn't mean to like piss you off when I said that.
No.
I was just referencing that one time. You were not trolling. You were not trolling.
I like the name, actually.
No, I like this
Coconuts?
because this actually lets us like get into the humor side. We don't get to do this, so this is actually fun for us.
You guys don't usually do business style serious podcasts like this one? I think this is for you too. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. You once said that some basketball player had offered you any woman in his house. Even if that wasn't... Well, let me finish it. Even if that wasn't a lie, what's impressive about sleeping with a random hooker?
Well, first of all, they were not hookers. Secondly,
Well, if he's offering to sleep...
it wasn't any woman.
Okay, it's not a hooker. It's just an actual
What happened
whore. Like a
was-
super...
I told a story about a true event that happened.
No.
People thought I was lying. And
You
it's funny.
were.
He came onto my show and explained it in detail what happened. And I wasn't lying.
Was the basketball player?
Yes. Secondly,
Who was he?
go watch our podcast, Fresh and Fit.
Well, make them interested. Who tell me who it was?
And, it was a player for Chicago Bulls. And
Michael Jordan?
no,
Who was it?
go watch and find out.
Well, tell them so they know what to look up. What are they gonna look up?
Fresh and Fit NBA story. And
Yeah, but then they're gonna just get the Moist Critical video. What's the name of the?
it'll come up. But what happened was YouTubers were jealous because they said, no other way this is possible. Fresh, you're lying. I'm like, why would I lie about this on camera to be roasted and exposed? What happened was I brought him on after his contract was finished. He was overseas, and he spoke about what happened at the party. And it wasn't every girl. He just said, listen, bro, the house is yours. Whatever you want to do, pick who you want. Go do your shit. That was it.
So you think that they thought that story was fake because they were jealous?
Yeah, of course.
Are you insane?
A little bit.
Yes. Did you end up picking a girl from there?
Let's just say I had a lot of fun.
Were you dreaming?
No, it's real.
Can you promise on that? Or are you too far down the hole in this story?
Promise to God, bro. I'm nothing to lie about.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I guess even assuming the story is real, as I said, I guess maybe it's not really a hooker, but it's certainly not like a valuable woman. You know what I mean? What do you think? Can you weigh in on this?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but weigh in on the situation.
I believe it.
I'm not asking if you believe it. I mean, I'm asking what would be impressive about sleeping with that type of person.
Well, all the girls are hoes in Miami, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know this. You're in Hollywood.
I'm
Well,
waiting.
not you, but I mean, like, maybe he knows.
I mean, I know your guys your like thing is to help people talk to women better and stuff like that, but I don't talk to them at all. I kind of just keep it clear and only focus on business.
Yeah, you roast OnlyFans hoes.
Yeah, I don't like OnlyFans, but I also don't talk to girls. I mean, I've never been in a relationship, just business.
Good. That's the way
Yeah,
you want
agree
it.
with that?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. So, anyways, weigh in on that story.
I believe it, man. Fresh is always with girls and celebrities. So
No, I know, but what?
You know, what do you think?
You're asking if I think it's real?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, why?
Not because I'm jealous of it. I mean, I don't even try to get with them in the first place because it would just be a waste of my time because I'd rather be putting my time into productive stuff. It just sounds like a ridiculous story. And even
I have a question. Why would I go on camera, willingly lie, and then sit there and be like, oh yeah, this is true?
okay, well, you would. I'm just gonna play a hypothesis game real quick. You would lie because it just seems like not a super important thing to lie about. But then when the most critical or whoever it was said it was a lie, then if you admitted it was a lie, then you look ridiculous. But if you continue to say it was true, you can convince whoever is probably some in the middle or favoring you to believe it, and you don't get 100% of the loss.
So when I cover what happened and I repeat the story,
Well, you won't even tell me who the
and then
basketball
I
player is. You're
bring
being
the player
super.
onto my
Who is the
podcast-
player?
Hold on, I bring him onto the podcast.
Okay.
And they still don't believe it. I don't know what to do at that point.
Yeah, but if you brought the player onto the podcast, how is that actual evidence that the story is true?
Okay, what player is gonna come on a show and lie just for me?
Who is the player? And then I will. If you told me it was Michael Jordan, I would believe you. But is this like Patrick Beverly?
He doesn't play anymore.
Who is the guy? Who is this?
You know what? Just for clickbait, go to my channel, FreshandFit. It's there.
I will think about linking it if you tell me who the player was. Just tell who was the player. You tell me.
you got to go find out, man.
Find it, man. Maybe that's a lie too. Who knows?
A what?
Maybe it's a lie too. Who
Did
knows?
you interviewed him?
Maybe it's a lie.
No, that part is real. Well, anyways, I'll take your word for it that it's true.
He's breathing heavy, bro.
If you were to eventually have kids, would you rather them go to school or play on the iPad all day?
It's a tough question, man.
Why is that?
Because the iPad, they can watch porn.
Yeah, but you could put the control thing. There's some applications you can help block out certain websites. Why would you be concerned that your 8-year-old's gonna watch porn?
Well, first of all, there's also browsers you can use to bypass that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like an 8-year-old.
And VPNs. Dude, they're smart, bro. At that age, they're super smart.
Yeah, but I mean, they might. I don't think most 8-year-olds know what that even is. I mean,
You'd be surprised.
that's something that you've like dealt with.
No, I'm just saying, America's crazy, bro.
I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. But have you considered doing Fresh and Fit in Russia, where instead of roasting women, you fight them in a cage?
We thought about doing it in Poland.
Poland?
Yeah.
Why Poland?
Warsaw's pretty cool.
Also, you know, Lil Yachty made a song.
Yeah, I heard that, but why would that?
Because
You guys film in Miami?
yeah.
Is that for tax reasons or why is that?
They go, how old are you again?
17.
What you know about taxes?
I'm not really a big fan of paying them and stuff. But But I turn in a report. Actually, I haven't yet. Anyway, I don't want
Yeah,
to
don't talk about it. Yeah.
Anyway, Poland's nice. You should go there.
Yeah, but why Miami? Why is that where you picked?
Because that's where we live.
You guys were born in Miami?
No,
Where were you born?
New York City.
Barbados.
Oh, New York?
Yeah.
Why did you move to Miami?
Why is he moving?
Well, nice weather, hot girls, good tax benefits, no state income tax, good place to be.
So taxes is part of the
Part
reason.
of it was
Okay.
part of it. Yeah.
What type of benefits do you think the government will have with an epic gamer like Elon in charge? He's super cool, the coolest guy.
You said Epic Gamer?
Yes.
Well, apparently he's not as good as he says.
What do you mean?
Osmongold put some videos and a bunch of gamers saying that he's not as good as he says he is.
You're saying he's lying about being good at the games? Like he lied about sleeping with the basketball players' girlfriends?
Well, there's a potential that he might not being honest about how good he is with the gaming.
What story to you is more believable?
Definitely the NBA one is more believable.
Do you believe Elon is as good as the games as he says he is, or do you think he's lying? Stop making noise!
I don't think so.
Oh, you think he's lying?
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as he says he is.
Why do you think he...
Because to
He
be
does this.
a good gamer, like to the level he was saying, you got to play all day, you got to be really good, and you got to be competing at a high level. I used to play games at a semi-professional level, so I kind of
Which games did you play?
This is way before your time. Halo 2.
Halo 2? Do you still play video games or no?
I played Overwatch at a high level too, but I kind of stopped.
Did you get paid for it, or you were just high in the ranks?
High in the ranks?
What was your level there?
On Overwatch 1, I reached Grandmaster, in top
Grandmaster?
500. And then on Overwatch 2, I hit Master.
So you still play with them, because that came out 2.5 years ago.
Overwatch 2 or Overwatch 1?
Overwatch 2 is a pretty recent game.
Yeah, I stopped playing it a few months ago.
And you haven't substituted that with the new game?
I thought about Marvel Rivals, but I don't know.
What about you? Do you play any video games?
League of Legends.
League of Legends? That's what you play? Okay.
Yo, this nigga needs some lotion, bro.
What do you mean?
He's ashy as fuck, bro. He's white.
My manager, Var Flooring?
No, this nigga right here.
Your friend?
Bro, this is the nigga right here, bro.
I don't know who.
You play games now, nigga. All right, cool. You funny.
Let's continue, please.
Ashy and you're white, though. That's weird.
That is rare. That is very rare.
Lotion on, nigga.
Hey, can one of the Taliban niggas in the back get some lotion for this guy,
Yeah,
bro?
put some lotion on
Hey,
it.
man.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Yo, can we get this guy on camera behind that? His getup is hilarious.
Taliban,
He had a Taliban mask on.
Your security guard guy here?
No. The Muhammad guy that's here.
I only see one guy behind the camera, security guard guy.
Okay.
What do you think should be the punishment or reward for the first person to get banned on Rumble?
Impossible.
Yeah, it's really impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the question. That's the whole sell of the website. So when it happens, should they be executed, or should they be given some money prize, or how do we do it?
The award is being reinstated.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's not really a reward. It's that's a punishment. So what should be the reward?
Getting reinstated, I would say.
I know we went over.
Or
the
a trophy
punishment.
where you were so banned you got banned off Rumble.
And so what is that? Just let's move on.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What happened?
How many did you write?
Questions?
Yeah.
I have a lot here. We're mostly done with it because I have to get ready for Long Neck coming in soon.
Long neck?
Yes, Long Neck. I'm shooting with him after you guys, probably in 10, 15 minutes.
Wait, he's real?
Long Neck?
Yeah.
You guys have never met him?
No.
He's on Instagram. He's doing those videos where he's hanging off the videos where those guys go on tall buildings in New York or Dubai and they jump, they do parkour.
Yeah.
He fell. That's why he looks the way he does. So now people just found a hold of him and took his phone. So they're in control of his Instagram and they're swinging him side to side across the buildings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, your studio setup is amazing, bro. This is a nice
Yes.
studio. How much it costs to make all this stuff?
This is in my space. I'm just using this while it's, squatting here. But the actual equipment itself, maybe 10 plus 10 plus 10 is like 80.
What's his name?
Var Flooring, my manager.
No, the guy right here.
Your friend Myron.
All right, let's move on, bro.
I think you're seeing someone. The coconut must have made some serious damage. What sort of advice would you give to someone who has been watching your content for years but has gained thousands of pounds and lost money they didn't have?
I'd put them in a concentration camp
Why? How can that help them?
so they can lose weight and concentrate and not being a fat piece of shit.
Also, more like a concentrate camp.
No. Like, yes, concentration.
But like not
camp.
killing them or anything. Or are you killing them? I mean,
No, we're killing the fat.
so what would you do in the concentration camp? I mean, that sounds easier said than done. It's like, what would you do with a fat person? It's like, oh, I put him in a fat camp and lose the weight.
Yeah. So we would force them to exercise, force them to, eat correctly.
What if they don't eat correctly? What if they sneak a bag of Cheez-Its or a coconut?
There's punishment for that.
What type of punishment?
Gulag.
The gulag? Is
Yes.
this what you're recommending?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say legally, like legal stuff that we could do, like current America.
Well, okay. So if I was the president,
No, if a fan came up to you
yeah.
and he was as big as this room.
Yep.
I mean, he has a normal sized head. I'm just trying to imagine it now. Just he's as big as his room. He's a big round ball of fat.
Yes.
How would you help him?
Well,
You're in the position you are now. You're not the president.
I'm not the president.
No, you are right now. in this
Okay, so he
exact
comes up to
moment.
me and he's fat.
Yes.
He's been watching the content.
Yeah, he's your biggest fan. He's been watching for years.
Yeah, so I would take him under my wing and I'd train him to not be a fat piece of shit.
But how would again? That's just like I would send him to a fat camp and lose the weight. How would you do that?
Okay, so number one, we'd control his calories.
What if
Then-
he starts eating?
I'd watch everything he eats.
You would spend 24/7 with this guy?
I'd probably have to put him in a cage or something so that I could feed him myself.
Okay, so I'll assume that he signs off and he allows it.
Yes.
What if he starts eating his arms?
Well, then I'd have to stop that.
How can you do it? He's doing it while you're sleeping.
I'd have to hire someone to watch him at night.
But he's not paying you for this. As I said, let's just get on to the next issue he's having because I feel like we're going in circles here.
Okay.
He also lost money he didn't have. How would you help him with that?
We would help him make money.
How would you do that? You
Well-
guys sell a course?
No.
Oh, that's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'd figure out what his skill set is and then leverage that to make some money.
I mean, he has no skill set. And he's like breathing heavy. He's like a round ball of shit.
Yeah, then we would have to get him to lose the weight first.
You fucking fat piece of crap. Two. Fucking shame on you.
What the fuck?
Sit down. Sit down. You're coming on the podcast and eating. Eating and eating.
What the fuck is going on over here, bro?
This is an interesting dynamic between you and your manager.
Yeah, but you see what he does? He comes in here eating and gaining weight. Pooh!
Well, he made a noise.
I mean, he's not mute. He just does whatever he wants. I mean, I guess he's just not interested in talking to you guys.
Okay.
Sorry, I got excited there.
What happened?
I just got excited. He hit the table, so I said I want to hit it too.
Oh, you guys put a hole in it. Let me replace the table.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is that a brick?
A fat slob is what you are.
Well, there's definitely a hole in it. We hit a little too hard. This fucking guy,
This nigga, bro. Nigga,
With the
what
water gun, bro.
Nigga, I wanna kill you, bro. Nigga, bro. Yo, what's up with this nigga though, bro?
Sorry, we're gonna replace the tables.
This fucking guy, bro.
Spray him, nigga.
Yeah, spray him, bro.
Yo, nigga, I would kill you. Yeah.
Fucking fat piece of shit. Okay, please go back to your seat.
You wet as shit, bro.
Please go back to your seat.
Okay, got you.
No, you can't switch the seats. It's gonna mess up the studio space.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Where's our water guns?
Yeah, where's that water?
Give us our water guns so we can fucking. This could be fair.
It's a 2 for 3 at 7.
No. We need some water guns too. This isn't fair.
No, we don't have any more. That's it. And even if I did, I certainly wouldn't give them to you.
What the fuck?
I was almost done, but now you've reinstated the attack. Okay, please sit down, Coconut. I'm done spraying you, but now I have a weapon here, so we're gonna start getting some honest answers. Can you stand over there? You're in the middle shot.
Thank you. That was... Why is there a brick on your fucking mic?
That's the mic holder. Can you take your hoodie off? Cause now we're gonna play a game where you guys please take your hoodie off. We're gonna play a game now where you guys have to be honest or there's a punishment. So we're gonna go over some of the questions from earlier and I'm gonna hope to get a better answer. Why were you fired from the federal government?
I told you that already.
Can we try again? See, he's able to take it like a man. You guys have to have some forbility in how...
Nah, nigga, I don't shower, nigga.
I can smell it. I'm right next to you, but...
I know, but I don't shower, nigga.
Okay, I won't spray you unless you get an answer wrong. So take the hoodie down.
Okay.
And because I want you to talk into the mic also. Okay, what would be so impressive about sleeping with that prostitute, even if that story was real? Is the story real?
Well, the story is the fun part.
Was the story real?
The activity is the process. Okay, you said a hooker, right?
Was the story real?
It's not accurate.
Was the story real?
Because it's not a hooker. It's actually
If you don't answer the questions, punishment is coming.
nigga, this story is real, bro. This nigga, bro.
Try again, please.
This nigga, bro. The story is real, bro. This nigga.
Why are you peeing your
What the
pants? Well, it seems like I'm not gonna get any. Oh, one more.
This nigga, bro.
Wait, let me stand here.
Yes.
Wait. Look into the mic.
Yeah.
Stop. Enough.
Okay. No more water.
I shot it in.
No more water.
Sit down. I'm not done with the interview.
No more with the spraying.
You need to sit down.
No more spraying.
No more with the spraying. No more with the
Sit
spraying.
down, please. Right there.
What the
One more question, okay?
Shoot, go.
Because Blognik is here. We have to end the interview because Blognik is here.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it?
Was
What's the
the
question?
story with the coconut a troll?
Yes.
Why is he lying? He knows
This
the
guy.
punishment is coming.
Alright. That's enough.
What
That's
the
enough with the water.
fuck,
That's enough with the water.
This nigga, bro.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Don't play, bro. There you go. Stop lying, man.
Yeah.
Stop lying. What the fuck? What a great interview. What a great interview. Oh shit! Don't play, bro.
Shout out to our guy Alan in the back, man.
But that's it. We have Blognik coming in, so thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no
All right, man.
worries.
Appreciate it, bro. awkward interview, bro.
It was fun.
Minus the spraying part. Yeah, what's up with this guy?
I like the Breaking Bad reference though. That was very, very good touch. But I can see how someone would be awkward about it, like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here if they've never seen the show before. So yeah.
What the